everyone, I'm Sandrine, and today I wanted to share the top 13 new shows for fall 2015. I'm going to break down the list between shows that I've already seen and shows that I'm looking forward to. So let's talk about shows that I've already seen. Number 7, Supergirl. If I'm being honest, I didn't love the first episode. I just thought it was okay. There were some moments that I enjoyed, some moments that I didn't enjoy so much. Overall, I'm hoping it's gonna get better and a little more compelling and maybe a tad darker. Number 6, The Player, a former military operative who gets involved in sort of a real life type gambling situation where he finds out that wealthy people like to gamble on life events and whether or not he can stop certain tragedies from happening. Kind of twisted, but pretty awesome. I really enjoyed the first episode of The Player. I think it sets up a really interesting premise, and I'm also a big fan of Philip Winchester, who was in Strike Back, so it was kind of fun to see him do some action sequences in a new show. Number 5, Scream Queens. I was really looking forward to this show, and after watching the first episode, all I can say is it's an absurd horror comedy show. They definitely don't take themselves seriously. There's one particular scene that cracked me up so much because it was so absurd, but at the same time almost kind of true. It's like a little bit of a commentary on maybe our society right now. The show focuses on a series of murder that involves a sorority, and according to the creator Ryan Murphy, there will be one cast member that pretty much dies every episode, which I think makes it even more interesting, so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how kind of evolves from there. Number 4 is Blindspot. The show features another Strike Back person, Sullivan Stapleton, and also stars Jamie Alexander as a woman who doesn't remember anything about her past but has a lot of tattoos on her body that seem to be clues to crimes, so now she's with the FBI as they try to figure out who she is and what the tattoos mean. First episode was pretty good. It sets up an interesting mystery. Number 3, Limitless. This is based on the movie of the same name with Bradley Cooper, and it actually takes place after the events of the movie. I've seen the first episode, and you don't really need to have seen the movie to understand it because I haven't seen the movie and I pretty much understood everything that was happening. I really enjoyed the first episode. It kind of keeps you engaged. It's exciting. There are like twists and turns, and you're just kind of like, ooh, where are we going from here? Number 2, Minority Report. Another show based on a movie that takes place after the events of the movie. This one is based on the movie of the same name with Tom Cruise. And the show takes place 11 years after the events of the first movie, where the program that used to be able to predict crime ahead of time has been shut down, and one of the kids involved is now grown up and decides to kind of venture into the world and try and stop crimes by himself now. And of course he gets involved with a cop, and you know, things kind of evolve from there. And it seems like they're setting up a few additional mysteries and things in there, which are pretty interesting. So I really enjoyed it. And number 1 is The Bastard Executioner. Definitely a show that I was looking forward to. It's from the creator of Sons of Anarchy. It takes place in the early 14th century, and we follow a knight from King Edward I's army who decides to kind of give up that life and start something new, but then tragedy happens, which leads him to take on a new position of executioner. Pretty badass. I've seen the first 3 episodes. Wow. First of all, it's very gory, like very graphic. A lot of the time I had to look away because they really do show you things like a little too much for my taste. I would say it's like Sons of Anarchy meets Viking. I think is a good way of putting it. Those are the shows that I'm excited that I've seen. And then I want to talk about 6 other new shows that I haven't seen yet, but I'm really excited about. Starting with the Muppets. I mean, I feel like I don't really need to see it because, you know, it's the Muppets, so technically I'm gonna like it. Looking forward to that. Ash vs. Evil Dead. I actually forgot to record this one when I was shooting the video. Not really sure how that happened. So yeah, sorry, I'm recording this afterwards. Ash vs. Evil Dead takes place after the Evil Dead movies, which I actually haven't seen. I know, I'm sorry. I'm just not a big horror fan. But this looks like it'll have a bit more comedy, which I tend to enjoy. So looking forward to it. Into the Badlands on AMC. Now this is sort of a martial arts type of show from what the trailer looks like, which by the way, the trailer looks really good. Sort of like a fight between two groups of people, and it looks pretty badass. The Expanse on Syfy. It takes place in a future where humanity has colonized the solar system, and we follow a few characters who try to uncover a conspiracy that could sort of destroy everything that's been built. The Last Kingdom on BBC America. It takes place in the 9th century. We follow a nobleman's boy who is kidnapped by Norsemen and raised by them, who now has to decide where his loyalties lie. The trailer looks pretty good. It has some elements that I tend to enjoy, so I'm looking forward to checking it out. Heroes Reborn. Now this is a sequel to the 2006 series Heroes, which I actually never finished watching, but this looks like it's sort of a reboot with some similar characters and some different characters. Since I enjoyed the main plotline of people getting powers, I'm looking forward to seeing what they come up with this time. And those are the top 13 new shows that I'm excited about this fall. Of course, I'd love to hear what shows you're excited about. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments. I will have another video where I share my top 10 favorite returning shows, so make sure to keep an eye out for this. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love for you to subscribe because we have TV related videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we will be reviewing Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. this fall, so you know, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!